Hi everybody, I'm Ella Lombardo and I'm going to be presenting the 4 theories of emotion. This is Ella, but for the sake of our video, we're going to call her the emotional Ella. She had a really bad day last Monday, but let's look into why it was so bad and why and how she experienced some of the emotions that she did. As we can see, Ella's day started out great. The sun was shining, everything was perfect, but then boom, she saw a snake in the mangroves. But let's pause here. Did you see how Ella grabbed her chest before putting her hands to her face like she was scared? Why is that? We can explain this using the James Lange theory of emotion, which states that emotions arise from our awareness of our bodily responses to emotion-arousing stimuli. Essentially, it goes stimuli, physiological arousal, and then emotion. So, in this example, Ella saw that snake and she observed her heart racing, and then, after that, she felt afraid. After Ella's scary snake encounter, she met up with her friend. As they were walking, they heard a dog barking, and they had some pretty different reactions. So let's pause and take a closer look at this. The emotional Ella looks pretty scared, but her friend looks a little bit excited. Let's keep watching to see how this plays out. As we can see, Ella walks away in fear and disgust while her friend walks towards the dog. This emotion reaction can be described by the Schachter-Singer theory or the two-factor theory. These are the same theory, they're just called different things. This theory states that our experience of emotion depends on two factors: general arousal, and a conscious cognitive label. So we may interpret arousal as fear or excitement depending on the context. In this situation, Ella is scared of dogs, so she interprets her arousal as fear, whereas her friend likes dogs, so she interpreted that dog barking and that arousal that she got from it as excitement. The steps for the Schachter-Singer theory go stimulus, physiological response, and cognitive appraisal, and then emotion. After that scary dog encounter, Ella was taking a walk when she saw rustling in the trees. It made her stop for a second, but she decided it was just wind and went on with her day happily. Ella's response to these trees can be explained by the Lazarus theory of emotion. The Lazarus theory states that cognitive appraisal, which in this situation was asking, is it dangerous or not, defines emotion. So, she saw the trees, which was the stimulus, and then her cognitive appraisal told her, that's just the wind, instead of saying something else, like it was an alligator or something. And this led to her emotion of happiness and her being calm instead of scared. It's important to note with the Lazarus theory that the cognitive appraisal is sometimes unconscious and we're not aware and it happens instantly. But in this situation, it was conscious and she did think about that, if it was the wind or an alligator. That night, Ella got home and she was working on some psychology homework and she couldn't stop thinking about that dog. Can you blame her? Those were some pretty scary barks. But she kept on working, and then, out of the corner of her eye, she spotted a spider. As you can see, our emotional Ella is very scared right now. You can see her hand over her mouth, showing that she's feeling the emotion of fear, but at the same time, her other hand is also over her heart, showing that she's feeling that physiological arousal of her heartbeat increasing. This final reaction to Ella's tumultuous day can be explained by the Cannon-Bard theory. This theory states that emotion-arousing stimuli trigger our bodily responses in simultaneous subjective experience. Basically, once that stimulus happens, our physiological response and emotion experience happen at the same time. For a review, here are the 4 theories. Thanks for joining me on Ella's Emotional Day.